So you might just be exposed to diseases and deaths as a black person in Europe because of something you had no idea about. Today we are going to be doubling the price from 100 euros to 200 euros. If this engine breaks down, you are actually not going to make the money you came here to make. In fact, you stand a higher chance of falling ill as a black person in Europe than in Africa. Hello everyone, and how are you doing? Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Raphael and I'm very excited to have you today on this edition of the video because it's going to be mind-blowing. In fact, it's going to be the best video you are going to see on the internet today. On this channel, I feed you with the latest information that can help you on your journey to Europe. But on today's video, we're not going to just be talking about information that's going to help you on your journey to Europe, but also something that is going to help you once you are in Europe. So this is for both those in Europe, Africans in Europe, black people in particular in Europe, and also for those who are on their journey to Europe right now. Today we're going to be talking about something that is very vastly overlooked, and then because of we feel that we are Africans and we have this very strong gene, you understand? So this is vastly overlooked, and if you do not pay attention to this, you are probably going to be exposed to sickness, diseases, and probably very early death if you do not put this under control and put this under check. Before we move on in this video, you can feel free to like this video, share this video out to someone, and also subscribe to the YouTube channel for more amazing videos like this. We cannot proceed further without talking about the 100 euros giveaway challenge, which I made on my last videos few days ago. So I made a 100 euros challenge that if you can tell me how many emojis you saw before the 6th minute of my previous video and send the screenshot of these videos to my inbox on Instagram, I am going to give you 100 euros. Actually, I want to first of all thank everyone who participated in this wonderful challenge. Like the number of people who participated, actually, I was surprised, and so I thank you all. It means that you watched the video and it means that you are interested in what we are doing on this channel. But unfortunately, you know how it is. No one actually did win this 100 euros. And that is why today we are going to move it up one notch from 100 euros to 200 euros. So what happened is that so many people were confusing, the emojis with the GIFs and, with the, I was talking about the emojis, guys. And then it was not the emojis on the words, but the emojis that were standing alone. And these emojis were the heart emojis. Okay, so we had 6 heart emojis in the video, and then these emojis were placed on the 36th second, 1 minute and 23 seconds, 2 minutes and 17 seconds, 3 minutes and 14 seconds, 4 minutes and 28 seconds, 5 minutes and 21 seconds. So these were the 6 spots where we had our emojis and no one was able to locate them. Someone came very close. I think the person had 5 of these emojis, and I am incentivized to give this person something also for participating. So I'm going to think about it and also look forward to giving this person something in my next video. So just like always, if you want to win the 200 euros that is going to be put forward for you in this video, make sure you watch this video to the end. Do well to locate how many emojis that are standing alone that will be located before the 10th minute of this video. Take a screenshot of these emojis and send it to my Instagram handle, and you might just be the next person to win the 200 euros. So there is this notion that we as Africans, and especially black people, that we have these stronger sets of genes, and we are stronger in our immune system, and that we are less likely to fall ill. So this is the mentality many of us bring over to Europe. And because of this, you can feel, relaxed, you can feel relaxed, if you are coming from maybe a part of Africa where there was, less hygiene or something like that, and you come over to Europe where you see this cleanliness everywhere and everywhere is wonderful and sparkling, you might just feel relaxed and relaxed, such that you think that, if you could survive there, now you can survive here for a very, very long time without going to the hospital, without checking on yourself, and you're not going to actually have any problem. But the truth about this fact is that this is very, very wrong. In fact, you stand a higher chance of falling ill as a black person in Europe than in Africa. And here is the reason. Now, after 1 year of being in Europe, I have not fallen very sick. You understand? Maybe except for a few headaches and few fevers here and there. So I knew that before I came over to Poland, I had gone to the hospital, I had tested myself, I had seen that I was very good and clean inside, my health was in the best shape it could be before I came over to Europe. But then after 1 year, I decided that it was time for me to go to the hospital. Now, this is not actually a good advice to stay for 1 year before you go to the hospital. You understand? But then after 1 year, I decided that it was time for me to go to the hospital, and take a test. So I was very confident walking into this hospital, like I met this doctor, please do this and do that. And the doctor actually took my blood. And then a few days later, I went to take the test result. So just like every other doctor will do, the doctor will always come and tell you that you have not, just to calm you down. They will start from the good part. This is good, 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 good. Everything was good. But then finally, the doctor said you are suffering from leukopenia. Now I became confused. What is this? Because I didn't have something like this, when I was in Nigeria, or I don't want to have anything like a long-term sickness. This is one thing, I was trying to avoid all my life, a long-term sickness, a terminal sickness. But the doctor was quick to tell me, do not react harshly. It's not actually something bad, It is just the lack of white blood cell in your system. You have little white blood cell in your system. But then what does this mean? This means that my system is actually immune compromised. With lack of white blood cell, it means my system is immune compromised. And if your system is immune compromised, you are exposed to infection, diseases, and even possibly death. Now, there are actually so many reasons why you can be suffering from something like this. So in this video, we are going to be looking at one particular reason, and then we are also going to be looking at how best you can live a healthy life in Europe without actually, living with that mentality that you have a strong immune system and then falling prey to a sickness that can take your life early. So in order to explain to you properly so that you can understand the reason why your immune system might be compromised and you know how to protect yourself, we are going to look at the color of your skin, we are going to look at the sun, and then we are going to look at vitamin D, and we are going to fuse all of this together in order to help you understand better what this video is talking about. So let's look at the skin. Now, the difference between my skin and probably your skin and then the skin of an average European out there is what we call melanin. This dark pigment on your skin. This is actually the difference between you and I and someone else and a European out there. So let's talk about the sun. Now, actually, in places in Africa, we have recorded, heat temperature as high as 124 degrees. Okay. Now, in Europe here, you could see that there was this, this hysteria when there was a 40-degree heat. They were saying the heat wave and the rest of it. Now, this is where the skin comes in. Now, 40 degrees temperature here is a problem for the European because they do not have melanin on their skin that actually protects them from the rays of the sun. Why in Africa? Because of naturally we live under these high temperatures that can be around 60, 70, 80, and sometimes 124, our skin naturally formed what they call melanin to protect you from this heat wave. Now, what does all of this have to do with vitamin D? And of course, you know that we need a very important vitamin like vitamin D from this sun. So when you come over to Europe as a black person, it means that you are coming to a place with lesser heat temperature. You understand? And then your skin is built to protect you against high heat temperature. It means that you have a cover already when you are coming outside. So if the average European need 1 hour of sun to have, 1% of vitamin D, it means that as a black person, you might need 5 hours of sun, you understand, to have the same amount of vitamin D in your body. One of the world's natural sources of vitamin D is from the sun, especially the sun in the morning. And as an African, your skin is actually built to protect you against the ray of the sun. It means that you have a coat. You have you are like someone who is coming out under the rain, and then you have a raincoat over you. But then the European is like someone who is coming under the rain and then has nothing, and the rain beats directly on their skin. Okay, so this is exactly how it is with the sun. When you come out as an African in Europe, you are coming out as someone who has a layer of protection. Why the European is just coming out as someone who has nothing on them, and then the sun can go right into them and they can absorb the sun. And that is why naturally here, the temperatures are very low. they do not actually have very, very extreme high temperature, such that when we have something like 40 degrees, everyone is already scared. Okay, so the temperature is very low. Now here is where it becomes more difficult. Now, as someone who migrated from Africa to Europe, to mostly what we spend our time doing here is either we are studying or we are working. It's only maybe few people can come for vacation and then do their stuff and go back. But mostly, if you are coming here to live, you are coming to either study and you are coming to work. And most of these activities, study and work, are done inside. Okay, they are done inside where you do not have sun hitting down or beating down on you. So already you have a disadvantage that you have a cover that protects you from the little sun that you get when you go out. You understand? And then you are now spending more time inside, either working or studying. This means that automatically you will have a deficiency in vitamin D. So after reading so many studies online, I found out that vitamin D is actually the vitamin responsible for informing your white blood cells, to react, when you have viruses in your body. You understand? So vitamin D informs your white blood cells and then they react. Okay, so if you have less vitamin D, it means that there is less information being transmitted to your white blood cell. Okay, and if your white blood cells have less use for them in the body, what happens? It can also decrease the amount of production of white blood cells in your body, because there's actually no vitamin D in forming and then forcing that cycle to continue and continue on. Actually, there are also some studies that have shown that vitamin D actually affects the immune system directly, actually touches cells, that helps to regulate your immune system and keep you from being immune compromised. So what does all of this mean? It means that the lesser vitamin D you have, the more you are prone to become immune compromised. And the more you are prone to become immune compromised, it means that you are prone to falling sick and even dying quicker than an average European. Now, this completely, breaks the previous stance that we are Africans and, we have the stronger gene. So with that being said, let us go into how can you stay healthy in Europe and avoid your immune system from being compromised. Number one, have regular exercises. I will advise that as an African in Europe, do your best to have regular exercises, because sometimes you can be carried away by work. You are working and working and working and working, and you're going to school and you're working and you're going to school, and you forget to take care of yourself. You forget that if this engine breaks down, you are actually not going to make the money you came here to make. So it becomes very important, very pertinent that you pay attention to your exercise regimen. Try to run. I run every evening for 30 minutes at least. Try to go to the gym. Try to do something that keeps your heart pumping and keeps you from gaining belly fat. Sometimes we feel that the bigger you get, when you come over to Europe newly and after 2 months, people will start, oh, you are getting fat, oh, you are eating. Please do not buy into that mentality. It's better that you stay slim and that you look fit than you look fat and then you are sick. Number two, try to eat balanced diet. Now, also as an African in Europe, now there is this temptation for you to eat things that you can cook very fast, because you want to go to work fast, you want to go to school, you want to do this. So you just, get whatever. And then because of these things are easy to get, you don't go extra mile to get other, other sources of vitamin that you can get. You are just eating these particular kinds of food. They're just eating the noodles, they're just eating the rice, they're just eating these things continuously, and then you are just giving yourself one particular kind of diet for a very long time. So I will advise you to make sure you can take in, from time to time, a balanced diet. Number three, reduce the intake of sugar. Now, in Europe, it's very, very, like every corner you turn your head, you will see something sugary. Every shop you step inside, you see a snack that is sugary. You see this, you see that, you see drinks that are very sugary. So the more sugar you consume, the more you stand a chance of risking diabetes, of risking infections, of risking a lot of diseases coming into your body. So please reduce the sugar intake. It's going to keep you healthy. Number four, take vitamin D supplements. Okay, now if you can afford, you go and buy vitamin D supplements. Okay, it's very important. Take vitamin D supplements when you can. And number five, spend time outside under the sun as often as you can. Okay, when you are not working, there's no need for you to just be inside doing nothing, scrolling over your phone or doing something like that. Just go out, go to the parks, relax, stay outside, stay under the sun. Okay, and just take in all of this sun and take in as much vitamin D as you can take in. So guys, this is it for this video. If you enjoyed this video, if you love this video, please feel free to like this video and share it out to someone, okay? Thank you so much, and I'm going to see you in my next video, and I hope that we are going to have a winner for this next challenge. Bye-bye.